Alright guys, good morning and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Jazz here to give you guys an update on my VSG journey and how everything's going for me. And I actually did not want to start this video out like this. I really wanted to record at home, which I'm still going to do, but since I have something on my mind and on my heart, I just wanted to go ahead and start this video now. So this will be the intro, but I will not, complete this video like this, hopefully, if it's not too long. So I've been going for maybe like 2 or 3 weeks now, and it was definitely because I just have a lot going on. And I actually did record a video, not for last week, but the week before, but I just never put it up. And that was just taking you guys with me through, just doing a little bit of shopping for my New Orleans trip that I did go on. And, I kind of brought you guys into the fitting room, but I just never posted the video. I just had so much going on, like with shopping, and I was also doing DoorDash to try to make some extra money. And just everyday life. But I wanted to come this morning about speak specifically about, or maybe I'll just make this a separate video. I'll probably just make this a separate video, and then I'll still just make a video hopefully this evening when I get home, set my stuff up and make a video about my update on me. But this is more so a video about when people start to notice your weight loss, because people are starting to realize now that I'm lost weight, a significant amount of weight. And I guess it's happening around, I want to say this is noticeable now where I'm 50 plus pounds out. I think I'm 53 pounds out right now. And I want to say people started noticing within 45 to 50 pounds of weight loss. So I just went to my son's school to drop him off, or his daycare to drop him off. And, the ladies in there that's known me for the past, over a year. Yeah, over a year now. They're starting to notice that I lost weight. So the first one came from one of his teachers. She'd seen me one morning and she was like, are you starting to lose weight? I could just see her. I saw her eyes first before she said anything, and she just was like, she was looking at me, like examining my body basically. And then she goes, are you losing weight? Are you trimming down? And I said, yeah. So she was like, well, what are you doing? You look good. You look amazing. And I'm going to say this. What do you guys, and leave this in the comment, if someone noticed you, if you have VSG and they notice that you're losing weight, what do you tell them? Do you tell them that you had surgery? Do you tell them that, I've heard some people say that they say that they're, what is it called? Just for lack of better word, because I can't find the word that I'm looking for, they just decrease their meal sizes, like they tell people that. I've seen all different type of things that people say that they say, and then I've seen people say that they just say that they have surgery. I'm one of those people. So I'm just gonna say it. I had weight loss surgery because honestly, I'm not a good liar. I don't like to lie. And not saying that if you don't say that you have VSG surgery, you're lying, but in my mind, that would be a lie to me. Like, for me not to be like, yeah, I have VSG surgery, that to me would be like I'm lying, because I have to think of something else to tell them instead of just telling them the real. And I just try to keep it real with people all the time, unless I have to lie for my own safety. I always say that. The only reason why I would be lying is for my own safety or for my family's safety or something like that. But if I'm not doing that, then there's no reason for me to lie. So back on subject, I told her I had weight loss surgery. And you know, it's so surprising because every time I say I had weight loss surgery to someone, they will tell me that they know someone who had the surgery too, or somebody in their family member, somebody in their family has had the weight loss surgery. And it's just shocking because I didn't realize like so many people has had this surgery. So sorry guys, I kind of got this like ruffled shoulder shirt on and it like bunches up at the top. Anyway, so it's just kind of shocking still, even though I'm in this like VSG weight loss community where there's so many people that has had it and there's so many people that are going through the process of getting it. It still shocks me to hear that, you know, people have had it. Like I'm not alone here. So I told her I had the weight loss surgery. She tells me her son had it and he lost a lot of weight, and she's like, you know, it was really good for him, and that was a good interaction. Like we talked for a couple of minutes and she was just like, you know, you look really good, and I appreciated it. Now here's the second interaction that I've had, and to me, I wasn't offended, or maybe I was. I don't know. I don't want to say offended. I'm probably just, I just can't find a word that I want to use. But the director of the daycare, I'm getting ready, you know, I'm trying to make a payment. I'm usually not in there for very long. I just drop my son off and I get out of there because I have to go to work. So she goes, you're losing weight. You slimmed down. And I said, yeah. She says, well, what's going on? I should have known by then that by that comment that she was that the conversation was not going to go left, but it was a tad bit judgmental. So she said, well, what's going on? And I said, well, I had weight loss surgery back in March. So, you know, I've lost quite some weight since then. And I don't know if I told her I lost 50 plus pounds or not, but she was like, well, you weren't that big before. That big, first of all. And I said, no, I was quite big. I was 302 pounds to be exact. And when they first met me, I was 325, which was my highest weight. But I was definitely big. And it's annoying because people try to tell you that you're not that big or you weren't that big. But if you have to put big in it, like, isn't that enough? Like, isn't that enough? So she goes, well, what made you do it? I was overweight. Like, I was overweight. And then and then what I didn't like is because I had to give you the history of my weight loss. I don't have to, but I chose to because it was a conversation and we've had several conversations. So it would have been kind of whack or kind of disrespectful if I would have just blew her off and act like I didn't want to talk about it. So, you know, I elaborated. So I said, I've been overweight. I've been struggling with my weight. I say 8 years because the first 2 years of the 10-year mark, it wasn't that bad to me. To me, it was just like I was gaining some weight. I got a little thick. But then the thick turned into, you're not thick, you're fat. So I say 8 years, but technically it can be 10 years I've been struggling with my weight because me and my boyfriend, we've been together for 10 years and 7 months to be exact. We just like counted it the other day. That's the only reason why I know at the top of my head. So we've been together for 10 years and 7 months. When I got with him, excuse me guys, I gotta sneeze. God bless me, Lord Jesus. Sorry, excuse me. So when I got with him, I was around 165. Before I had my surgery, I was 302 pounds. That's a big freaking difference. And I gained that weight fast. Like, within less than a year, I had probably gained close to 100 pounds. So that was extreme. My body, like, it went through a big change very fast, and that was just very unhealthy. And it was because I had been doing sports, but I met my boyfriend when I was 18. I think I was 19 years old. I was 19 years old. I had just finished high school like a year before, and I was still very active. I had lived in New York, so if you know anything about New York, you're walking around. You don't really drive everywhere in New York because there's no need to drive. It's like completely unnecessary in most places, depending on where you live. I had been playing basketball for like 6 years, five or 6 years, so my body was still kind of like, I guess, conditioned from that. But after that time, and then getting with my boyfriend, I kind of got that happy weight, and then that happy weight just kind of went from there. So long story short, I was big. So I had to tell her, like, I've been struggling with my weight for 8 years. And I told her, when I first got with Ramel, which was 10 plus years ago, I was small. Like, I wasn't always this big girl. I was small. So I said, I've gained way over 100 pounds. If that's not big enough for you, then that's on you. So then she was like, well, you really weren't that big. I said, no. I said, in order for me to have had the surgery, she goes, you were not big enough. I said, no, I was. I said, in order for me to have the surgery, I had to meet certain standards of being overweight or being obese. And I said, I definitely met those standards. I said, I've gained 100 plus pounds. I've gained way over 100 pounds. So if I'm telling you I've gained over 100 plus pounds, that should let you know that I'm definitely around the criteria of being obese. I didn't say this part to her, but it's just like me talking to you guys, like, why wouldn't you logically think that? So she just was like, no, that's just based off their standards. So then in my head, I'm like, okay, so you're one of those type of people. Listen, we have standards weight-wise, health-wise, food-wise for a reason, and it's best that we try to live the best that we can as far as those standards, as far as keeping our weight to a certain limit, as far as eating certain things. We should try our best to do that. No, we're not perfect, and no, it's not going to always be perfect, and no, we're not going to always be the way that society says that we should be, or the FDA, as far as health regulations and stuff, feel like we need to be. But you can't tell me that when I was 50 plus pounds more, that was okay. Like, that was not okay, and it's still not okay. I'm still considered obese. I'm 50 plus pounds lighter than I was four months ago, and I'm still considered obese. That's not right. Like, and it just killed me for her to say that, because I was just like, and she was like, well, your face is slim, you look skinny. My face has slimmed, don't get me wrong. And honestly, I never really had, like, when I take pictures and stuff, I never really looked like a fat girl in my pictures, or like I was overweight. But when you see the bottom half, from neck down, that's when you would realize. So yeah, my face has slimmed up, and it probably does have me appearing to be a lot smaller than what I am, but I'm still obese. I still have a high percent of body fat. And I just wanted to come to you guys today to tell you about the different type of experiences so far I've experienced with losing the weight, people noticing, and now what they're saying. Like, my coworkers, I showed them like a before and after picture of me when I had the weight, and where I'm at now, and it was like, oh my God, I did not even know you were that big. Some people don't even know what you struggle with, like. And this is just all a learning experience. Like, I feel like now, since I'm 50 pounds out, it's definitely a lot noticeable to people now, and I'm definitely going to start getting more questions about it. I've even gotten questions on my Facebook, like when I posted a picture maybe like 2 months ago. People were like, wow, you're slimming down. Like, so it's noticeable, and the questions are coming, and I'm keeping it real with people. I'm letting them know I had weight loss surgery. I just know that everyone's response is going to be a little different. Some people are going to say I didn't need it. You know, some people are going to say you weren't that big. Why does my car sound like that? Whatever. But yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. And this is just be a video that I'll go ahead and put up. It'll be separate from my update, because I want to update you guys. Probably when I get home today, I'll set everything up. Because I want to, you know, sit down and actually think about what I need to talk about, because I get off track. And I also have I guess it'll be my 5-month post-stop. Is it 5-month post-stop visit next week? So I have that next week too, and I'm going to talk about some of the concerns that I have with with going back to the doctor, because I do have concerns, and I am afraid of the truth coming out, I guess. And I watched one of the girls that I follow, I watched her VSG update recently, and she went to the doctor, and her doctor let her have it. And although I don't think my doctor is that type of doctor, I don't think he's going to be like a super aggressive, like, you're not doing what the hell you're supposed to be doing type of doctor. He's like, he's very sweet, he's very nice, and he has like a lot of energy. He'll probably come in and let me know, like, you know, hey, we need to get back on track. Like, he's one of those doctors, and her doctor is a little bit different. I forgot what her name is. I think it's Tiara, or it's something of that sort. But I watched her video yesterday, and it made me realize, like, dang, girl, when you get to the doctor, it may not be happy-go-lucky or like you think. And I don't even know if I'm on track with my weight loss. Like, I really don't know. So I'm gonna talk to you guys more in depth about the concerns that I have, my weight loss update, my New Orleans trip, what I ate, how I felt about it. I'm gonna give you guys an update on all of that. I'm gonna hopefully make that video today. I don't see why I wouldn't, unless I do DoorDash. I'm trying to make some extra money for some tickets, and I do DoorDash. I've started doing DoorDash, should I say, for the last month or so, just to make extra money, because really, if I could get a part-time job, I would. And since it's not really ideal for me to have a set schedule for a part-time job, I just do DoorDash, and it's pretty okay. You know, I've made pretty good money, and I've made pretty decent money. But if you guys want me to do an update on that, or like, you know, take you with me to DoorDash one day, let me know in the comments. I can definitely do that. It's definitely an experience, or maybe I'll just do it and just upload it on to, you know, just to bring more content onto my page, because I've been really slacking. But this video is already 18 plus, so I'm going to go ahead and end it. Thank you guys for listening, and go ahead and put some comments down of any experiences that you've had, if you've had the VSG surgery, or even if you're thinking about getting it, in the comments that you've received about that too. That'd be interesting to hear. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for my update that's coming. I don't even know what week it is. I can't even tell you what week update it is, but my update should be coming this weekend, no later than this weekend, and I'm gonna try to make the video tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.